Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel here. In today's video, what I have for you guys is gonna be a video on my top 5 favorite weapons, probably the top 5 best guns in Vanguard at the moment. We're gonna be covering the wall gun, the Cooper, the new AR, the KG-M40, the new LMG, the Whitley, and also we're gonna be covering my M19 at 28, my top 5 favorite weapons in the game. I'm gonna be covering the attachments, the whole class of, and alongside I'm gonna be showing some gameplay so you guys can see how it feels in game. So I'm gonna be showing you guys all that. Hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy it. If you do enjoy the video at any point, yeah, should drop a like. If you guys are brand new on the channel, yeah, should subscribe. Over 90% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. If you guys can help me reach 10,000 subscribers, that would mean the world to me. I appreciate you guys. And aside from that, man, let's get into it. Starting off the wall gun, there's no specific order. I have no clue how I want to rank these guns. They're my top 5, and all 4 of them are like pretty balanced. I think the one gun that tops it off is probably like the Whitley LMG that is completely broken. I'd probably put that gun like number 1, and like all the others like 1 to 4 basically. But I have no idea how to rank them. So starting off with the wall gun. Alright, so for the actual attachments, starting off with the muzzle, we're gonna be playing with the RECOIL booster. We're gonna increase the fire rate by 2, basically a little 5% increase in the fire rate. With the barrel, we're gonna be playing with the SHROUDED barrel for some accuracy, especially some recoil control. You guys are gonna see we're both increasing vertical and horizontal recoil control by 45%. And what's great, we're also helping with idle sway control and flinch resistance. Optic sight, you guys are gonna see this is gonna be a returning optic sight. I'm gonna be putting this on almost every single class of today. The SLATE reflector, my go-to choice. It's a clean sight, goes with alongside with almost any weapons. Has a little 1.35 zoom, so for small and medium maps, it's a great choice. For the stock, we're gonna be playing with the removed stock. Since we're losing a little bit of speed by playing with the barrel, the SHROUDED barrel, we're gonna be getting back that movement, basically some movement speed, some ADS speed, basically, and some sprint to 5 speed. Just overall, it's going to increase the overall speed of the weapon by playing with the removed stock. On the barrel, we're going to be helping once again the ADS speed by playing with the Mark SKELETAL, increasing ADS by 3.6%. Magazine, we're going to be playing with the .45 48 round mag, the last mag you unlock, making this a 3-shot weapon, 45 damage per bullet, also increasing effective range damage, below velocity, and all that good stuff. For the ammo type, we're going to be playing with hollow point to increase limb damage. We are losing a little bit of damage range, but since this is more of like a close and medium sized map, losing the damage range is not going to be the end of the world. We're still going to be 3-tapping people from almost any range. Rear grip, we're going to be playing with the fabric grip for some ADS speed and sprint to 5 speed. Also helps with hip fire recoil recovery, but it's a little bit more for that ADS speed and sprint to 5 speed. Proficiency, one of my favorite ones, frenzy. Proficiencies today and also kit is really like proficient, like preference, I would say. You guys can go whatever one that you want. I personally love frenzy, brace when they're options, so frenzy for some health regen after every single kill. Also the kit, a returning one in every single one of the class-ups today. I think aside the LMG, we're gonna be playing with fully loaded for max starting ammo, so we don't run out of ammo on our streaks. And yes, that's pretty much my class-up for the wall gun right there. I love this SMG. It has good mobility and it's a heavy hitter just like an AR. For the next weapon on the list, we're gonna be covering the Cooper Carbine, probably one of the best ARs in the game at the moment. We're gonna be making the SMG build with good mobility, and it's gonna hit hard like an AR. So starting off with the muzzle, we're gonna be going with the MERCURY silencer for some sound suppression and recoil control. For the barrel, we're gonna be playing with the 22-inch Cooper custom barrel, increasing the fire rate by 5%, but it's also going to help us with some vertical and horizontal recoil control, a little bit more horizontal recoil control, increasing it by 50%. Optic sight, once again, the SLATE reflector, personally for me, is my go-to choice for this weapon. Stock, we're going to be playing with the Cooper 45 RS stock. Not only does it help with initial accuracy and recoil, it's going to help us with a little bit more of ADS speed. It is an AR by default, so it is slow, so we're going to be helping it a little bit by playing with the Cooper 45 RS that increase ADS speed, and also the underbarrel that's going to help us a little bit more with some ADS speed. So like mentioned, for the underbarrel, we're going to be playing with the Mark SKELETAL for a little bit more ADS speed, just like the stock, increasing it by 3.6%. The magazine, we're going to be playing with the .30 carbine 45 round mag, increasing the damage on this weapon. We're going to be making a 34 damage per bullet, basically a 3-shot weapon with a decent fire rate. So we're really going to be lasering kids from up close and even at long ranges. Another great thing about this weapon, I think this is the only weapon that has this, is compressed round, and we're going to be increasing fire rate but another 5% on this. You're really increasing that time to kill, man, on this weapon. Rear grip, we're going to be playing with the fabric grip for some ADS speed and sprint to 5 speed. Also helps with hip fire recoil recovery, but it was a little bit more for the ADS speed and sprint to 5 speed. Proficiency, we're going to be playing with brace for a little bit more initial accuracy and recoil. Fleet is also a good choice, but I love having that extra accuracy and recoil on my weapon, so I was going to brace. Kit, we're going to be playing with fully loaded once again for max starting ammo. Yes, that's pretty much my class up here for the Cooper. What I love about this weapon, like I said, it moves around like an SMG. It feels like an SMG, but it hits hard like an AR. That's what I love about this weapon. Alright, so the next weapon is going to be the KG M40, the new AR that came out in season 2. This is probably like the better version of like the STG and like a better version of like the NZ. It's a really hard hitting AR with a good fire and good mobility. So I'm going to be covering the attachments. Starting off with the muzzle, we're going to be playing with the RECOIL booster, increasing the fire by 5%. The barrel, we're going to be playing with the KRAUSNIK 700mm barrel. Basically for some horizontal recoil control, we're going to increase it by 40% without losing too much speed compared to the shrouded barrel. You guys can also play with this, but I feel like it nerfs really the speed a little bit too much, and you don't need that extra recoil. So I went ahead and play with the KRAUSNIK 700mm barrel. Up to the side, I play with the SLATE reflector. I personally love playing like small maps, but you guys are a fan of bigger maps. This is an AR, so you're going to be able to beam people from like long ranges. So the 2.5 is a really great choice. Also helps with accuracy and recoil a little bit by playing with this sight. So the SLATE reflector for small maps, and maybe like the 2.5 for a little bit bigger maps, medium to large size maps. For this stock, we're going to be playing with the KRAUSNIK 12V stock for some recoil control, accuracy, and recoil recovery. And not only that we're helping with some recoil control and accuracy, it's also going to help us a little bit with some movement speed. So that's the great thing about it. For the underbarrel, you guys are going to see once again, we're going to be playing with the MERCURY SKELETAL for a little bit more ADS speed. You guys are going to see a lot of weapons going to help the recoil control a lot by like the barrel or like the stock. So we're going to be focused like that underbarrel and like the rear grip usually on either ADS speed or sprint to 5 speed. So the MERCURY SKELETAL for the underbarrel. Magazine, we're going to be playing with the last one, the 50 round drum that increases damage, bullet velocity, range, and bullet penetration. We're going to be making this a 42 damage per bullet gun, basically a 3-shot weapon. We're going to be lasering people from every single ranges. It has a good fire and a really good accuracy. Ammo type, we're going to be playing with lengthen, a little bit more bullet velocity, increasing it by 30%. For the rear grip, we're going to be playing with the fabric grip. Once again, I love like the little MERCURY SKELETAL fabric grip combo, helping with that ADS speed once again, sprint to 5 speed, also some hip fire recoil recovery. So a little bit more for that ADS speed and sprint to 5 speed. Proficiency, we're going to be playing with brace for some initial accuracy and recoil. And kit, we're going to be playing with fully loaded for max starting ammo on our weapon, so we don't run out of ammo on our streaks. So yes, that's pretty much my class up as you guys can see on screen for the KG M40. I really love this weapon. I didn't get to play it much yet. The season just came out and I was leveling up the weapons, but I do want to play a little bit more with it. It's a solid weapon, a little bit better than like the NZ and the STG, I think. So it's definitely going to be a go-to AR for everybody here in season 2. All right, so the next weapon on the list is going to be the Whitley LMG, the new LMG that came out in season 2. Probably one of the most broken weapons we've seen in the past couple years. This gun is a 2-shot, good range, good mobility. It's probably the only downfall of it is like the ADS speed, but once you got that ADS speed down, you're unstoppable. You're going to be lasering kids, and it has a 150 round jump. I'm going to be covering the attachments and all that good stuff here. So starting off with the muzzle, we're going to be going with the MERCURY silencer for some recoil control and some sound suppression. The barrel, we're going to be playing with the 28 GRACEY MK9 barrel, basically for some vertical and horizontal recoil control, increasing it by over 40% each. Also some flinch resistance getting added in there. Optic sight, SLATE reflectors are a good choice. Personally, I also love the 2.5 scope that helps with recoil control and accuracy. I feel like if you guys are playing like smaller maps, maybe the SLATE reflector is a good choice, but you can literally beam people from like every single range. If you guys are playing like larger maps, 2.5 is a great choice. The stock, we're going to be playing with the GRACEY EM3 stock. It's going to help us with a little bit of speed, some straight speed, some aiming, walking, movement speed. Also, it's going to help us with some initial accuracy and recoil recovery. Also going to help us with some ADS speed. On the barrel, once again, we're going to be playing with the MERCURY SKELETAL here for a little bit more ADS speed on our weapon. Magazine, we're going to be playing with the 150 round box, helping with damage. This is really what makes this gun OP. It's literally going to put these stats just like the bar. It's going to make it a 68 damage per bullet weapon. It's going to be 2-tapping people, and it has 150 bullets. So you can spray and pray for days, wall bang everywhere, 2-shot people from every single ranges. So this magazine is really what makes this gun crazy. Ammo type, we're going to be increasing the bullet velocity a little bit by 30% by playing with lengthen. Rear grip, once again, we're going to be playing with the fabric grip, some ADS speed, sprint to 5 speed, and some horizontal recoil recovery. The gun is slow by default, so it doesn't have a lot of like ADS speed and sprint to 5 speed, so we're going to help it a little bit by playing with the fabric grip. Hard scope, I personally started with frenzy, then I went ahead and played hard scope. You are aiming in a lot with this weapon. It has a slow ADS, so you're kind of like pre-aiming a lot with this weapon. So hard scope is a great choice for some accuracy and recoil and sustained ADS. For the kit, we're going to be playing with Defender. I started to play with fully loaded at first, but I think it increases like the bullets to like 900 or like 600 600 bullets. You don't need that much bullet in your weapon, especially this gun. It's a 2-shot weapon and it has a 150 round mag. So basically you can drop a whole V2 rocket without reloading. So having fully loaded is really not that useful. So I went ahead and put Defender. There's not that many good proficiencies. If you guys are leveling up your weapon, maybe a Swift Plus, but Defender, man, for some mounted movement if you guys mount a little bit. Yes, that's pretty much my class up for the for this weapon. Like I said, it's really like the speed, the ADS speed. Once you're aiming down sight, you're unstoppable. You're gonna be beaming people. There's also another build that I want to include. I'm gonna be showing you guys real quick. It's changing the barrel to the shrouded barrel, and we're gonna be increasing the ADS speed and the fire rate by a lot. We're gonna be increasing the ADS speed by 24% and the fire rate by 23%, making this a little bit more of a beamer. But since the recoil gets kicked a lot and we're losing a lot of recoil, we're gonna be changing the underbarrel to the carbon foregrip and the rear grip to the stipple grip type. So we're gonna be helping this bow for recoil control. And this is really like maybe like a little bit more of like a small map medium size kind of build. You're gonna be beaming people from up close and without having it like it to be like too slow. So I kind of like this build also, but I prefer like the first one to really beam people from like every range on every single map. Alright, so for the last weapon, we're gonna be covering the Tommy gun, the M1928, my go-to weapon. I kind of had to include it in there. This is probably like the weakest weapon in all these guns. I think in a one-on-one gunfight, you're probably gonna lose against like a Cooper, like the new LMG and stuff like that. But I had to include this. This is probably one of the best weapons to pump stomp overall, like on shipment, Desiles, high kill games, all that great stuff. It's great, and I have 50,000 kills with this weapon, so I had to include it in there. My favorite weapon and also one of the best weapons in the game. But starting off, we're gonna be going with the M19 silencer for some sound suppression and accuracy. Barrel, we're gonna be playing with the Chariot 2.5 rapid barrel, increasing the fire rate by 14%. Optisight, probably one of the only weapons we play with the iron sight. We're gonna be playing with the large iron sight, increasing ADS speed. That's the great thing about it, is that we're gonna have a clean iron sight, plus is gonna help with the ADS speed. The stock, we're gonna be playing with the wide grip, helping with some aiming, walking movement speed, aiming, walking steadiness, also some ADS speed and some initial accuracy and recoil. Underbarrel, we're gonna be helping the recoil control. Since we're increasing the fire rate a lot on this weapon, it's gonna help us a little bit with the recoil control and accuracy by playing with the M1941 hand stop. Magazine, another great thing about this weapon, 100 round drum, increasing damage, bullet velocity, range, bullet penetration, and it's gonna be a 100 round mag that increases damage. It's gonna make it a 3-shot weapon, 34 damage per bullet. Ammo sight, we're gonna be playing with lengthen for some bullet velocity. Once again, rear grip, we're gonna be playing with the groove grip for some aim and walking movement speed and accuracy. Probably one of the only weapons we play with the groove grip, to be honest. It helps us a little bit more straight speed and also some horizontal recoil control. Proficiency, yeah, this is one of the guns I keep switching between Frenzy and Fleet. I love having that little extra movement speed on the gun, but also Frenzy is a great choice for some help reaching after every single kill. Like I said, I keep switching between them. Fleet or Frenzy are great choices. Kit, once again, we're going to be playing it fully loaded for max starting ammo on our class. So yes, that's pretty much my go-to class setup. I have like probably like 30,000 kills with this class setup like alone. I used to have like a different class setup with it before that was a little bit more accurate. I can show you guys real quick. It was like the cooling barrel, and I think we had like the mark skeletal to increase like the ADS speed a little bit. So we can beam people for a little bit further by playing with this with the cooling barrel, and we gain back like the ADS speed by the underbarrel. So you guys can try these builds. Both of them are also super great. And yes, so that's pretty much my top 5 classes. Like I said, I have no idea how I want to rank these weapons. I probably like start off with like the LMG, like the last one, like the M19, like that Tommy gun, but like the 3 Cooper, the new AR, and also the Welgun. I have no idea how I want to rank them, but they're all great weapons. You pick up, you play with these class ups, you're gonna shred people, and you'll be dropping some V2s and increasing that KD overall. So yeah, hey, aside from them, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see me get these gameplays live, I'm live every single day over at Twitch. You guys can come play with me, hang out with me, all that good stuff. Link in the description to my Twitch. And aside from that, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you guys in a minute. Peace out.